You've got to know your market at the end of the day. You need to know your customer. So make sure in the areas that you're looking to work in, whether this is for serviced accommodation or whether this is for HMOs, that you know the pockets and the clientele and the tenant type that you want to be using. I used to have a map of my area, and I used to circle with different colors the tenant types that I thought that lived in those areas. Once you've walked the streets and you know the people there, you could say orange is factory workers, blue could be professionals, A could be students. And you can easily look at the map and think, right, well, I've got a phone call or I'm looking at a property in these areas. I know the tenant type for these areas because I've already done my homework. For students, we need to look like this, co-living, everything fresh, they love it. For professionals, it needs to be a bit more higher end. We want some tellies in the rooms and things like that. Or factory workers that really just want to go to sleep. They're not bothered about too much. We need to make sure that it's fresh, it's nice. And we always want to be looking to be the best that we can be for our customer types. Serviced accommodations, again, the same. Know your customers. If it's families that are coming to stay with you, you've got everything there that they would need, high chairs, all of those sort of things. If it's corporate clients, have you got your Nespresso machines, things that make life nice and easy for people. So I would definitely say try and get a map of the areas that you're looking at operating in. Get yourself a little color scheme that suits you and then start mapping it out. You're never going to get it right first time, but if you walk in the areas and as you start to get more units and you start to work with more people and you start to have more customers, you will be able to really pinpoint those, have a little map maybe on your wall, and then like I say, as soon as you're looking at a deal, you're like, I know what works here. I know it's going to cost me X amount to make it into that sort of spec, and it's not going to cost me a massive amount because I'm always looking at trying to do it as cheap as possible. And of course, if you get in there with the right investor, if you get in there with the right landlord, you can even go there and say, listen, for 1,500 quid, we can get this property to a really good level. This is what we've done in the past, or this is how I've been shown how this is done in the past, and this is what we're going to do for you. If you can go there and show people this, show them how they can make a bit more money themselves as well by doing this with you, they're more inclined to pay for it all to be done. So you don't necessarily have to find all of that money yourself. And this is something that I show my clients, my one-to-one students, the people on the rent-to-rent business builder program as well, how to do. It's all about making sure that it's a win-win for everybody.